Hey my gamer pups, today I'm playing a visual novel-ish game on my phone called Her Tears Were My Light or something, and I'm sorry for making the last video so long. I'll try to make this one shorter, so let's get started. Darkness, darkness and nothing, all in directions. I mean, in all directions. At some point I started thinking, shouldn't there be something here? Something? Anywhere? So I started looking. I don't know what exactly I was looking for, but as I wondered, I spotted a light in the distance. Ooh. As I approached, I found another, and another. A trail of burning bright lights that traveled out and away, their steady glow piercing the tiny holes in the darkness. They fascinated me. I decided I'd walk until I reached the source. I found a girl. She was sitting on a bed of those stars. It was a beautiful sight. Oh, someone's here. Sniffle. I don't know how, yeah. What should I say to her? Are you crying? Excuse me, but have you been crying? I felt so lonely, Sniffle. Just can't seem to stop. But now someone's here. I don't think someone would come, but you're here. Well, I'm so happy. If you're happy, then stop crying, honestly, Space. Huh? How did you know my name? I don't know, it just slipped out. How did I know her name? She never told it to me, but something about her feels so familiar, like an old friend. This isn't fair. I didn't even get to introduce myself. And now I don't have to ask your name. It's time. Time. What are you doing? Saying it 8 times will help me remember. 8 on its side is infinity. That's how I'll never forget. I see. So, Time, where did you come from? The start. If I had to give it a name, I'd call it the start. The start. Yes. It would make sense to begin at the start. Does that make where we are now the middle? But you started here, didn't you? I don't know if we can call it the middle. We can. This place has changed. Has it? Yes, you're here with me now, Time. So before was the start, and now is the middle. It makes sense in its own way. This girl is very straightforward. So if there's a beginning, is there an end? I just need to check how... Yeah, I don't know how long it's been. Sorry. Who knows? I don't know. I haven't seen it yet. There probably is one. What if the end is sad? The start was lonely. Will the end be lonely too? I don't want that. You cry a lot, don't you? Yes, because look, whenever I do, these stars come out. Sniffle. I already noticed, but maybe I'd be rude to point that out. I can't really explain it, but somehow they make me feel a little less lonely. So, from the start, you've just been here making stars? Yes, you see? Where there is nothing, I want to put something. Does that make sense? I guess it does. What kind of things do you do, Time? Move the universe. I can make the universe move. Forwards, backwards, I can jump to any moment I've already experienced. Wow, that sounds like hard work. Making stars sounds harder to me. No, that's easy, watch. Wah! I didn't mean to make you cry again, actually. This is a good chance to demonstrate. Huh? Sniffle. Alright, I remembered the outcome. Now I'll rewind to when I said making stars sounds harder, then I can try to stop her from crying. I need to rewind. I have a button for this. It's at the bottom of the screen. If I can't make use of the rewind button, I'll end up going in circles. And if I get stuck, I can always reset. But for now, I need to rewind. Okay. Hey, don't start crying just to prove how easy it is, okay? Huh? How do you know that's what I was about to do? That's my power. You've already cried before, so I went back to the moment before you did in order to stop you. Wow, you're incredible, Time. It was nothing, really. You know something? I only just met you, but it feels like we've always known each other. I did know your name from the first moment I saw you, so maybe your feeling is true. But I can't remember talking with you like this before now. I can't remember crying before you changed what happened. It must be a paradox. Hey, how did you find me in the weird place? I just followed your stars, and here you were. Oh, that means hey, if we ever get separated, I can just cry. That way you'll always be able to find me. Sure, but I don't know if I'd like the thought of making you cry. I won't have to, as long as you're here with me. I'm kind of afraid to go back to being alone. Alright, I'll stay. It just doesn't seem like there's anyone else out here anyway, so I have no reason to leave. Huh? Anyone else? Oh no. If there is anyone else out there, don't you think we should try looking for them? Yes, we should. You don't want them to feel lonely, do you? Exactly. I'm so happy you understand, Time. We wandered through the void together to see if we could find anyone else out there, but all we found was darkness. The more darkness we found, the more Space would cry. I didn't like seeing her cry. I didn't want her to feel lonely. Much to my relief, she agreed to rest when I suggested it. I closed my eyes for a while. But when I opened them again, I was back in the dark. Space? No response. What happened? All the scars are gone too. Did I make a mistake? I'll rewind from here before I close my eyes. I won't close my eyes this time. I have to pay attention so I don't miss what caused everything to go so black. Time? You look serious all of a sudden. Something strange happened, but I don't know what it was. Something strange? Scanning the cosmos, I know something to be blotting out a group of stars in the distance. I spotted the anomaly. I could just barely make it out against the dark background of the void. There's someone out here after all. As soon as they noticed I spotted them, they disappeared. I squinted towards the area they had been standing only a moment before, thinking I could easily find them again at such a distance, but very suddenly, she appeared right behind Space. What are you? Nil. She phased right through Space, somehow erasing her from existence. The stars around us dimmed and faded as she disappeared. This is what had happened before. This is what I missed by taking my eyes off of her. It was awful. I wanted it to stop. Where Space once stood before me, there is now only Nil. What have you done to Space? And the stars? You took away all of the beauty, and now all that's left is the void. But it's beautiful. Like this, too. Isn't it? No, I don't like it. Bring back Space. Bring her back. Bring her stars. If that's how you feel, I'll lock you in this moment until you understand. No, I won't accept this. What can I do? If I return to the start, if I start over now, I could change this. Otherwise, I'll be trapped in this loop. I won't accept this. Why are you stopping me from rewinding? Why can't I go back and protect Space from you? That wouldn't be fair. Fair? It's not fair that you suddenly took her away. You don't like it? No, I don't like it. Bring back Space. Bring her stars. No, I won't accept this, but what can I do? darkness. Darkness and nothing in all directions, but I knew someone was out there. I just had to find her again. So I started looking. I wanted to find Space. And as I retraced my steps, I spotted her light in the distance. There was Space, sitting on a bed of her stars, just like I remembered. Oh, someone's here. What should I say to her? Are you crying? Is what I said before. I can tell too differently might just confuse her. I'll try to recreate the first memory. Excuse me, but have you been crying? I felt so lonely. I just can't seem to stop. But now someone's here. I didn't think someone would come, but you're here. I'm so happy. If you're happy, then stop crying. Honestly, Space. Huh? How did you know my name? Of course I know your name, even though you didn't tell it to me the first time either. This is unfair. I didn't even get to introduce myself. And now I have to ask for your name. It's time. Time. What are you doing? Saying it 8 times will help me remember. 8 on its side is infinity. That's how I'll never forget. Except it's impossible for you to remember when I go back to before I told you. So time. Where did you come from? The start. Call it the start. The start. Yes. It would make sense to begin at the start. Does that make where we are now the middle? But you started here, didn't you? I don't know if we can call it the middle. We can. This place has changed. Has it? Yes, you're here with me now. So before was the start, and now is the middle. That would mean 2 starts, 2 middles, and 1 end. So far, I was able to change the middle, which means... So there's a beginning. Is there an end? I've already seen it. I've seen the end. I didn't like it very much, so I came back here. You didn't like it? That means, oh no. What if the end is sad? The start was lonely. Will the end be lonely too? I don't want that. You cry a lot, don't you? Yes, because look, whatever I do, these stars come out. You told me before, even though it's obvious from the start. Can't really explain it, but somehow they make me feel a little less lonely. So from the start, you've just been here making stars? Yes, you see, when there's nothing, and put something, does that make sense? Yeah, it's nicer this way. I'm so happy you'd say that. What kind of things do you do? Time. Change fate. Whenever something bad happens, I can just rewind and change it into something good. You can really do that? How? I can make the universe move forwards, backwards. I can jump to any moment as I've already experienced. Wow, that sounds like hard work. Yeah, it can be hard sometimes. But I can do good things with the power. Just like how your stars brighten up the cosmos, I can brighten the future. That's really cool. You're so cool, Time. Yeah, I suppose. Do you know something? I only just met you, but it feels like we've always known each other. Your feeling could be true. It at least explained how I knew your name. But I can't remember talking with you like this before now. How strange. It seems like only I can remember those things. Hey, how did you find me here in the first place? That's easy. I already knew where you'd be waiting for me. I'm talking about the very first meeting, before you knew where I was. What about then? I just followed your stars, and here you were. Oh, that means, hey, if we ever get separated, I can just cry. That way you'll always be able to find me. Sure. But I don't know if I like the thought of making you cry. You won't have to, as long as you're here with me. I'm kind of afraid to go back to being alone. I don't want to be alone either. I'm glad you feel that at the same time. Would it be alright to just lay here together, just for a little while? If you want to, then. I don't mind. I held her hand so that no one would be able to sneak up on us. Our fingers interlaced so easily, it was as if they belonged together like this, but that was impossible. That feeling, even if it didn't make any sense, only made me hold tighter. As long as I held on to Space, no one would be able to take her away. We could lay here and admire the stars together, and never do anything else. I'd be satisfied just like this. Time, can I ask you something? What is it? What happened before? What was it that you came back in order to change? We got separated. Oh no, but couldn't you follow my stars? I couldn't. You weren't able to make them anymore. That's terrible. Yeah, it was. Glad you came back. If we couldn't find each other, I'd want to change that too. We lay there in silence for a while, and feeling space could sense I was waiting for something. She didn't ask what. As long as I held on to her, she had nothing to worry about. No, surely she was watching us from somewhere the light from space stars couldn't reach. I wanted to be ready. I wanted to be able to stop her when she appeared. But we fell asleep. No, no! I let it happen again. I've lost space. Again. Time. Don't go back anymore. Why are you doing this? She's just gonna trap me here again, isn't she? Stay. Stay. Stay, 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 stay. We fell asleep. No, no. This game is like kind of sad, but I'm gonna end it here for now because I don't want it to get too long like my Among Us video.